Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, hey, how y'all doing?
Now, I'm not asking for room over there with y'all, but I'm just saying, Brennity may have, I mean, it may have did a little something to me on this episode, child. We gonna see.
How we get up, just call back, right back. We can spend, then get it right back. Man, she just gotta want all of that. So that's why I bought.
We are back, honey. We're back for another episode of Love Island. We gotta talk about it. It was a good episode. I think this one was pretty good. So let's talk about it. So Shay and Kayda are over there talking, right? So she's talking about family and stuff, how she wants her partner to be good with her family. And should she ever get married, she kind of wants to just go elope. It's her man, the person that's going to, marry them or whatever the case. Something real small, right? She says that Shay is kind of growing on her. And when it comes to Zach or whatever, she know a man gonna do whatever it is that they do because that's just how they is, honey. So she needs to go out there and do what she gonna do because that's just how she is, right? So hopefully she continues to explore. Now, Zach is sitting with somebody that has been fired from the damn show. So, in all honesty, I really don't give an entire fuck about what they discussed. So, Jen and Gall, they're over there chatting, and she's, or not she, but he says that he wants to talk with Kenzie. So she over there like, you want to do what now? And he was like, I want to get a chance to talk to Kenzie, like not just you. She's like, okay. I mean, no, it's fine. You can go over there. That's cool. Now I don't mind it. Like you can go talk to her, but she mad as fuck. She run over there to Trinity to let her know, like, baby, I'm pissed the hell off. Okay. You know I'm the one that saved you here to be with me, and you over there trying to be up in Kenzie's face. Oh, I feel a way about it. So he does go and pull Kenzie for a chat, right? And Kenzie gonna say she was looking forward to this conversation. Ken- so they start chatting, right? They start talking about the future or whatever the case is, and she starts saying, well, they're chatting about what she would do if she came to the city or whatever the case is. But she did say that Jen is her girl, and she ain't really trying to mess nothing up, But she does like Dylan, and she wants to explore him, and rightfully so. She does have that right to explore. But baby, whoever it was over there in Casa More, whichever Casa girl sat up there and said Kenzie likes whatever guy likes her, pick your baddie chain up tonight. Come pick it up tonight, because you ain't never had lied. Kenzie likes any man that like her for the most part. So Casey let Sydney know that he might sleep with TT. Casey, you be doing shit. Okay, you be doing shit that get on the people nerves. You understand what I'm saying? I'm glad you wasn't with Soul. I don't know what it is though, because I don't disagree with you on everything. I do feel like you don't say it with your chest sometimes, but this really pissed me off too. Like your antics the other night doing too damn much. I understand that you didn't get the attention that you were yearning for from Anaya in the way that you wanted it. Now you got somebody else that's giving that to you. And I don't know, it's just giving like little a freshman in college type thing, right? But why did you go to Sydney and say you might sleep with TT when you know for a fact you've made up your mind that you're going to sleep with TT? Y'all see that? It's just like the one word can mess it all up. Just say, I'm going to sleep with TT tonight. Sydney didn't even give a damn. Sydney was like, okay, bet. Rightfully so. You should. Okay, I see y'all feeling each other. I see we ain't got it. Like, cool. Damn. So Trinity, she's not sleeping with Ronnie. You know that Ronnie was over there partnered up with Melanie, and then Melanie ended up, talking to Corey. So Corey is not in Trinity's bed, and she's like, I'm just gonna sleep in soul ties, okay? So Kenzie tells Kayda that Shay is hotter than Zach, okay? All the girls seem to be trying to tell Kayda this, but Kayda wants what she wants, and y'all have to understand, Kayda has now crossed the sexual line with Zach. So now that she's given a part of herself to him, it's gonna be very hard for her to come up off of him. And now that she gave him that part. So Amora, she's over there telling herself affirmations. And I feel like the affirmation she's telling herself is convincing herself that Sincere is gonna choose her ass over Melanie. And all I could do was kind of laugh a little bit because he plays so many games that it's like, please don't hold your breath and save your affirmations for something else. Like, I don't know, but okay. So Kenzie over there being lustful in the bed with Dylan child, but quick to say she ain't lustful. All y'all in the villa is lustful, especially Corbin. So I just felt like I was tired of seeing Zach kind of mope all over the place over Kayda, but I will say it's better than seeing him bond with the person they had him connected to. Okay. So you know what? Mope all over the place. I feel like Sincere is kind of wasting Amara's time. He says he has to be like that, like, be all in or appear to be all in so that he can know for sure whether he really wants to be with Melanie or not. Right. And honestly, Sincere, I really think that you want to be with Melanie wholeheartedly, but I think you're afraid of leaving Amara behind and Melanie getting with somebody else. That's what I think. I think that you're afraid to come back to the island empty handed. But I also think you might have a heart and you might care to not hurt her any more than what you might bringing her from Casa over to the villa only to go back to Melanie if Melanie's not partnering with nobody. So some part of me is like, just leave Amora at the damn at Casa. Just leave her there. Don't take her back to the villa if you ain't 100% about her, in my opinion. As much as Cordell I'm sorry, Cordell, Lord, I'm so sorry. Cordell will be mad as hell me put him in the same category as the KC for real after this. But as much as KC may have been a bit annoying, I will say I'd rather him be clear and sure about bringing somebody back than being on some I don't know what I want to do and then kind of bring that girl back. And I guess I'm only saying that, so I'm saying that to also say that Sincere should leave Amara where she's at. Don't bring her back. But then also I'm judging Sincere more harshly because I've seen Sincere waste somebody's time on the show. Whereas if Melanie was like, I'm unsure, I'm still gonna advocate and be like, Mel, no, you should bring somebody back. And why am I saying that? Because I've already seen how Sincere has done you. Like, bring somebody back. Don't come back empty-handed. You know what I'm saying? But for Sincere, you've had your fun. Leave that girl where she at. Don't be coming over there wasting that girl time. So Corbin and Casey are chatting, right, about bringing TT and Parmita back to the villa, right? They think that they're about to run this SHI. Y'all think they gonna run it? A part of me wants to believe that they will. And let me tell you what, because they seem like TT already done showed that she's a loose, she'll get you together. Okay. All of them show that they could get it. Permita and TT show that they could get on their level with you. So if somebody want to act a little crazy, I'll get there with you. That's the vibes that they giving. I don't know if they'll be on some I'm a run, like they about to run it. Why would you think they finna run? So Corbin says Casa girls are giving college girls while the Villa girls are giving high school. Mm-mm. Okay. Well, I think the girls may feel the same way because they constantly talking about how the men over here in Casa are giving grown as men. Yeah. So maybe y'all are the high school boys. Now, KC calls TT Anaya as he's over here talking to Corbin. And then he says that it took him 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something like that. No, he said it took him 2 days to get out of TT what it took him 3 weeks to get out of Anaya, something like that. And I'm like, oh, so you really about the physical. Now, I don't know. I kind of feel away a little bit. But at the same time, everybody in the villa is primarily physical. So it's like I get that. I mean, shit, even Trinity and Bryce have been like physical in the damn bed. You know what I'm saying? So I do understand that. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. No, I'm still thinking because some part of me is like, but you agreed to it. You had a chance to jump ship and you didn't. So I don't know. But okay. So Corbin, he hasn't thought about Kenzie because he was asked about thinking about Keisha. I ain't think about her since I got here. Okay. He ain't think about her the moment he packed that damn bag because he left them pictures over there in that villa. So KC says that him and Corbin are confident and don't care what they doing over there. I don't think Corbin gives a damn, but you definitely do. You act like you don't, but I think that you do. So they said Sincere is on the edge though, right? They think that the challenge that they saw, first of all, the challenge that Melanie did and what Sincere saw, they think it made Sincere feel some type of way because Melanie does do the most in challenges, according to them. Okay. I mean, shit, we've seen Melanie do the most in challenges for real. So now his head is spinning. Jen is confused about Gal, okay, or Gal, whatever his name is, but she wants him to go and explore, so she wants to be a good sport about it. Melanie says that her night with Corey was cool, but they didn't really cuddle with each other. They may have held hands, but she wants to be open. She wants to explore. She doesn't know if she should move on from, Sincere based on the history with them, or if she should go off of the energy that they had right before he went to Casa. Okay, so she don't know what to do, and this is before she even see any photos or anything. So Trinity told her there is a high chance that the guys will be bringing back another girl, and she is not lying. She doesn't want her man making her and somebody else breakfast. Like, that's gonna be a problem for her. Okay, so Sincere says that Amora makes him feel really good, and she reads his mind. It takes me back to Soul, to be honest. The shit that he was telling the guys about Soul, it's just like, hey, girl, leave. If he leaves Amora and Casa, I'm okay with that. Because it's much better to do that than take her to the villa and waste her time. So he says it's hard because him and Melanie have had ups and downs and trials and tribulations. And I said, my love, what trials and tribulations? I'm sorry. I know trials and tribulations can definitely happen within, a few weeks of time. But y'all didn't have no trials and it's just it's giving just a little bit of ups and downs. It's trials and tribulation. I just really feel like y'all just really, really, really went through something. And what y'all went through it wasn't that deep to me. But okay, I just feel like trials and tribulations is crazy. Zach says that he could relate with the old girl, but he made a decision. If he had to choose, he would choose Kayda at the end of the day. And Anaya, she's over there talking about not exploring as much since she was with KC. She didn't explore much, but also you did, Anaya. You attempted to explore the guys. The problem was that the guys weren't interested. Like when Corbin came in, you took the time to try to get to know Corbin. You stood at Sincere's door. I don't know if anybody else came in that was of interest, but I feel like you've interacted with people and they just weren't talking about nothing. And then also they don't feel like they sent enough bombshells in the place anyway for you to really explore. So part of it could be because of KC, but I really think it's because of the experience as a whole, because y'all ain't really had that many options. And the one option that did come in there didn't want y'all. So yeah, either way, Kayda keeps thinking about Zach. Although she says Shay is fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm still thinking about, of course, you gave your cootie twat to Zach. So we get it. Kenzie tells her the boys are over there doing the most and they not holding back. So you need to go ahead and let it go and get your ass in this field and get exploring. Meanwhile, they made a quick statement. Miss Girl done left the building. And let's move on. Corbin and Parmita, they are seeing themselves in each other, is so they say. He says that he didn't know that there was somebody else in this world that, is just like him. Like physically fit, beautiful, almost perfect. I said, okay, let's keep going. Next. Okay. All right. So he says Kenzie gave him the ick at times. Now he didn't want to call it the ick, but she was giving the ick. Okay. He said, so to me, I feel like he would just go along, right? He kind of said that in so many words. He was like, you may see something, you be like, you just overlook it and keep going. Yeah. That's where he went wrong. I'm glad he kind of went over to Costa because I wonder how long he was gonna keep that facade up. She was sitting up there telling you all the things that you did wrong, but you ain't let her know about herself. Okay. So Kenzie and Dylan are talking, and they talk about not being able to cheat or entertain more than one person at once. I don't believe that. I'm like, Kenzie, you let that man fool you if you want to. Either way, so Kenzie says that's what she's been looking for in this villa and feels like they are on the same wavelength. But Kenzie, you be so not believable because you are a little piece of sincere your damn self that y'all probably should have coupled up, okay? Because you be saying the same thing. Okay, you said the same thing to Caleb. I feel like you saying the same thing that you told Caleb to this guy Dylan and to Gall. But the only person you really show action with for real, and a little bit of passion was probably Corbin. Okay, you could act like you ain't stunned him, but I feel like when you see Corbin come back with Parmita, you're gonna be in your feelings. You're gonna want that conversation. You might start busting splits all up and down. Up, yeah, not up, but up and down the villa. Okay, shooting birds. Do you hear me? All because this man decided that he finna bring Parmita back. Okay, it's finna give. I bet you can't do this. Split. Bet you can't do that. Split. Bet you can't do split. Split. Okay, until we split your ass up out the villa. Okay, until we split you the hell up out of there, she gonna be busting splits. Okay, Sincere and Amara, right? He asked for no, she asked him, like, give me a fun fact about you. This man said, I know sign language. I said, what is it's not funny? But when he said, I know sign language, and he followed it up with, y'all, the man said, I know sign language. He followed it up with I think it go like this. I think this go like this. So it's like, do you know it or do you think it? Do you know it or do you think it? Do you know it or you think it, baby? Sincere, I'm sick of you. I'm tired of you, okay? I be doing sign language over here, I do it probably every day. You know, I don't know why, I just be doing it. And it's not even it's sign language, yes, but not, it's like the ABCs, the ABC. Like I taught myself as like a child, just looking at a card. Like, and he over here, I know sign language. I think he go like this, and then I said, I cannot. I thought that was too funny. Either way, Melody and Corey are over there talking, and they talk about their love languages. And he says that he's super affectionate or whatnot. He can be emotional. He lets us know that his dad is black, his mom is Puerto Rican. I don't think that his parents taught him Spanish, but there was a young lady, I cannot think of her name. I do believe she was a bombshell from, like, I think maybe 2 seasons ago. And that's her cousin. She looks like Parmita to me, but Corey is her cousin. So somehow they're related. But I'm like, okay, cool. And she said that he's a really nice guy, really cool, nice, upstanding. Da, da, da. I was like, okay, so maybe Melanie may have a good little option over there. Either way, she talks about wanting a lot of land, right? Because she talks about what she wanted in her future, whatever. A lot. She said she didn't understand why people would buy these mansions when you could just buy a lot of land. And with you buying the land, you could build this person's house and that person's house and that person's house and that person's house. And I agree. You know what I'm saying? That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Either way, so Jen is deciding to get to know Ronnie, which I think is a smart move. Don't just sit around waiting on God. Get in there, get to know somebody else, because nobody is really talking to Ronnie right now. Okay, so go ahead and get that started. Now, Kenzie checks the mail because it's time to check the mail, and this is where they get a letter from Casa. All right, so they get this letter from Casa. When they open it up, child, it's pictures of their partners engaged in activity with other folks. Now I'm gonna tell. Let me just let me go through. Let me get through the villa first, okay? So they're trying to figure out as they're looking at these pictures: is this a challenge or was this outside of a challenge? Kayda immediately gets upset. She starts crying. She says she feels stupid. Like she really was upset. Meanwhile, they did Trinity wrong. I'm not even finna hold y'all. Y'all did Trinity wrong to get a reaction out of her. Y'all did her wrong. Now, granted, I mean, feet to me is terrible, but I guess for some people it's not as bad because you ain't kissing them on the lips. So I think for Trinity, it didn't hurt. I would think it didn't hurt that bad. I would want to believe that it didn't, because it's like, in order, if Bryce is doing this, I know it's a challenge. At least that's what I would think. If he's doing that, then I know this is a challenge photo. Because y'all did her wrong showing her a photo that was in a damn challenge, but she don't really know that it was in a challenge. She don't know if it was in a challenge or not. But I would think that if you know your partner or the person you've been hanging with, yeah, that's a challenge photo. Either way, I was like, yeah, y'all was wrong for that. Y'all was wrong for playing Trinity like that, honey. So Zach checks the mail, and Permita is ready to make Kenzie jealous. Okay, that's what she said. I'm ready to go back to the villa. And she jumping up and down because she's ready to see the look on Kenzie's face when she walks through them doors, because she knows for a fact she's coming back. Okay. Can't wait to see how that goes. So Corbin is glad that he pretty much made the decision that he made once he saw the pictures and stuff of how Kenzie was over there moving. He already expected it. Cool. And he's experienced that. I'm sure he knew she was telling Caleb one thing and then telling him another. I don't think he was surprised. So Bryce is feeling bad because he has kissed no one outside of the challenge. Meanwhile, he's looking at Trinity kissing somebody in the photo booth. Now, I understand that, Zach, but I'm sorry, not Zach, but Bryce. But I also feel like the reason you haven't kissed nobody outside the challenge because ain't nobody featuring you. If somebody was featuring you, you would have definitely kissed them outside the challenge. And I'm never gonna let you forget that you took your ass over there trying to holler at Kayda after she already gave you the Heisman. Meaning, if there was another option that came in that was your type, you probably would be feeling it. The only reason you ain't getting no play is because you told a joke to Miss Girl and she didn't even get your damn joke and you felt the way about it. So I will say there is a part of this show that Bryce did something that had me like, oh my God, I don't know. I don't know now. Okay, Bryce. Okay, but also at the same time, I got my eyes on you. Okay. Uh Zach feels guilty and horrible because he knows that Kayda is going to get an image that's not as crazy as she may think that it is, right? So he's feeling bad, and I feel like you should feel bad. You did kiss the girl at the end of the day. Meanwhile, Kayda ain't been kissing no damn body. And he knows it's not a good look. So now he's concerned, especially knowing that Miss Girl has now left. He's vulnerable as hell because the girl ain't there. He can't bring nobody back, even though he was still likely going to go back to her. But I feel like Zach every time I see Zach, I can't get something out my head that Zach said at the very beginning. Zach said when we first got introduced to him, my brother was on this show. I want to see if I'll be able to last longer than my brother. That right there let me know going into this season and just watching him, it's giving straight competition. Like I don't know if Zach showed himself at a later time, even outside the villa, and him and Kayda dated and it didn't work out. I wouldn't be surprised because to me it's giving a game, and he's kind of, I'm not gonna say he's hard to read, but he can be confusing. But I also feel like it's all tied to the game. Like I feel like he wanted Kayda to close things off with him much sooner. And although one would think, oh, okay, maybe he really likes her, he wants her to close it off. But really, I think he's trying to solidify something for the image of America because he knows we have to vote, and the whole goal is to stay in the house longer than what his brother did. So it's something about it. Like I don't know. Either way, he's feeling a way about whatever Kayda could have potentially seen. So Melanie is trying to convince herself that it's another challenge, baby. It was so funny. Anaya said, no, I think the people was like, no, girl, it ain't no challenge. Like, what are you saying? That is not no challenge. His hair was down. Like, girl, this man hair up right here. Whoop de whoop. I said, girl, his hair was down. The fact that y'all knew that and remembered that, like, yeah, girl. And so she was like, I'm being delusional. They like, hell yeah, you being delusional. I thought that scene was so funny. Then Anaya said, fuck, why does it have to be the girl with the Fulani braids wearing, bitch? She like, I knew she was gonna try and come for my man. So she's pissed, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, Anaya, don't be mad. Like, like, give us that 10 times worse that you said that you were going to be. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. You gonna be mad because those are your feelings and that's how it goes. But at the same time, because when I tell you Casey ain't stun your ass, he is stunting you, even though he's like, I don't care what she doing. He do care what you doing over there. You know what I'm saying? But I wonder if he wants her to be standing there with nobody while he walks over there with somebody, because KC said something like the other day, talk about my stock going up or I'm rising or whatever it is. Basically, he climbing on the chart. So I'll say his stock going up. And that to me makes me think that when Anaya sees this girl on my arm and somebody else wants me, then maybe she'll be more affectionate with me too, and da 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 da. So he definitely, I feel, bringing TT back on some socket to Anaya type thing in my personal. And now it makes me wonder if he actually likes TT. Do you actually like TT, or are you now stepping into the role of a sincere? And I'm gonna use this girl to get back at Anaya. And if Anaya doesn't like act like she's interested in me, then hey, at least I got a fallback plan, whatever the case is. I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all reading that, all right? Casey says that Anaya never gave him that energy like she's giving this guy right out the gate. So he feeling away. And Bryce says, listen, bro, I hear you, but my connection, it's cooked. Like when I say it's cooked, bro, how you know it's cooked? Because the dude got taxed. And she said that's one of her types. That's one of her types. That's the weakness right there. A dude with tats, okay? So Sincere says that he always knows what the guy he said he knew what the guy was telling Melanie, because in the picture the guy was holding her face. And the fact that you knew exactly what the guy was saying to Melanie made me also think, do you know? Because one, of course, you're a man, so you know what men say, but then also it's giving a player know a player, baby. And although Corey seems like he may be a good guy or whoever, I think Ronnie told her this. I think Corey told her that. And maybe somebody else. Maybe it was just them two. But either way, girl, them men trying to talk themselves into that villa, period. Okay. Kayda, she's in the bathroom crying. Trinity or in the ladies' room. She goes and checks on her, and Kayda is mad. Okay, and I hate to see the girls upset, but y'all got to go out and have y'all fun. So I'm glad that Trinity did not lose her SHI, and probably because she knew that it was a challenge that Bryce partook in, so that she can get the girls back on a square. You feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all better focus.
Y'all
Okay.
better focus, because who cut? I want order.
Okay, I want order too. I want order. Y'all better focus, get it together. So Kenzie says that she does give a SHI, which is funny because she's talking about what she saw over there, right? So I think she said she didn't care about something about what happened or the photos or whatever about Corbett. And then Trinity said, "Oh, I thought you didn't give a damn. I thought you ain't care." She was like, "Well, I do care." You know what I'm saying? I mean, I do care a little bit. Like, it still hurts at the end of the day. Like, he ain't have to do me like that. Like, I know I act like I don't care, and I be busting splits all over the damn place. But girl, I do be caring. I know you care. So Trinity says that the car, was she not Trinity, but Kenzie. When Kenzie got in this confessional and she said the car stink, it smelled like ass, I fell out. The car stink, it smells like ass. I thought that was hilarious. Anaya is not, and I'm gonna give it to Kenzie. Because Kenzie got 2 lines. Kenzie got 2 lines and maybe 3 that we gotta take. That girl said, she's kissing, she gets some of that turtle tongue all week. Then talk about the car. It smelled like ass. Like, oh Lord, Kenzie, girl, you definitely gave us some good laughs, okay, this season. Either way, Anaya is sad. Okay, she says it's really easy to be discouraged in here, so she starts crying. I'm like, oh, Anaya, don't cry, especially not over KC, because they don't seem like he give a damn, even though he do give a damn. But he acting like he don't give a damn because he think his stock don't went up. He think he over there really doing some shit over there in Casa for real. The girl, stand up. Okay, stand up. That's how I feel about it, girl. Stand up.
Y'all be weak in the knees. Stand up. Stand up.
Okay, get it together. But it seems like she's really liking Casey. Okay. I don't feel like KC is going to. I mean, maybe he already knows that. I don't know. It's just not coming off how I guess he may want it. But I feel like he really gonna see it once he gets over there to that damn villa. Mm-hmm. Once he returns, he's gonna see just how much she likes him. Because as much as she's getting to know Carl, some part of me feels like she's not. At the core of Anaya, she not gonna bring nobody back because she still want KC, is what it seems like. But Trinity is telling her, "Bit, if you know what's good for you, you better bring somebody back, okay?" And then I need you to bring somebody back because that man said he ain't got nothing in common with you, which is crazy. Because if you felt like you ain't have shit in common with her, then my thing is, why did you not get to know Soul then? You should just went to go get Soul. Now I feel like you didn't go and try and talk to Soul because you probably was afraid of rejection or something. Like, I don't know what was going on, but I'm kind of glad y'all didn't talk now. However, that's why I need her to explore a bit more. Maybe they'll show that to her at movie night of him saying he ain't got nothing in common with Anaya, and then he can explain exactly what the hell he meant. So Trinity says, suck it up. Just suck it up. Okay, y'all finna sit up here and keep being sad. What's going on? Get it together. Okay, everybody got a number 2. It's time for you to get a number 2 too. Okay, let's go. We didn't want it, but it landed on us. So go get you one and a 2. All right. So Anaya says, what do y'all think I should do? And Trinity said, BITMT, just like this. Okay. If any motherfucker gonna bring somebody back, KC that bitch. Can't see that. I'm telling you, girl, you better go get you somebody. And I said, she ain't lying. So the Casa girls are talking to each other, and TT says KC told her that he's not gonna switch up. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You could take him at his word, but when he gets back to the villa, I don't know if whatever feelings he's trying to downplay may start rushing back, because stuff be cool physically for that time. But if a person connected with you beyond the physical or without, like, I don't know. And I feel like the fact that they are playing that, talking about he said he not gonna switch up, I think he is gonna bring her back. I do. I think he's gonna bring her back. So I don't think he's gonna switch up on that. But for them to put that in there makes me feel like we gonna see something different. For us to hear that, I feel like he gonna switch up. He gonna be over there talking to Anaya, and you not gonna like it. You ain't gonna know how to take it. And girl, that's gonna be crazy when you get Anaya and TT in there. And you better not be on no sincere double talking that because when these two ladies get to talking to each other, the one thing that Melanie and Soul did not do, I don't know how this gonna go, but good luck to the people. Okay. Um, all in all, KC says that he's thrown off with Anaya. He says that she's not that because he's like, she's giving this one guy more than what she did with me. Like, damn, like I'm thrown off by that. He says that he's not happy for her, right? And he says that he doesn't care. I say, but you do care. I feel like you do care because y'all wasn't even talking about Anaya. I was talking about something else, and you just needed to get that part off about Anaya. So I do think that you care, you know? I don't think that I'm not gonna say that you weren't Anaya's preference, but I will say that you weren't Anaya's choice. You were not the person that she initially was interested in. No. However, y'all ended up being together by default, and maybe you grew on her. And I have to put you and Cordell in the same sentence because that's what happened with Cordell and Serena. But either way, right? He says that he tried to say she on a thin ass line. Whose line? Cause it ain't your who I don't CKC, you just be saying shit like she on a thin ass line. Well, she ain't on no line if you don't give a damn. If you feel like you've already made your decision, then she's not on a damn line then. And it should be no line at all because you're all in on TT, right? So now it gives to me that you switching up on TT already because you haven't fully let Anaya go. So he thinks that he has more leeway because he spoke life into her. You think that's enough? I hear you. I understand that. I think he feels like Anaya will give him more grace and all that. Maybe. Because somebody said, and you don't think you on the thin ass line? I said, I know that's right. And he was like, nah, I think I got more leeway than her because, you know what I'm saying? I poured into her this, that, and the other. Yeah, but you think she gonna give a damn? If Anaya was feeling a way about you interacting with Soul, what the hell you think she finna do when you bring this girl back? Talking about you got more leeway. She might be done with you. Okay, so either way, Melanie tells Kayda and Zach, no, Melanie tells Kayda that Zach is a puppy and Shay is a big dog. And I said, in them is big facts. In my personal, that's how I feel too. So Jen and Kenzie are talking, and Jen says that she's cool with Kenzie getting to know Gal or whatever. I keep calling him Gal. I don't know what this man G. Okay, she good. She talking. She good. She cool with G or whatever. But it sounds like Kenzie said that she had a great talk with him and she really is into G. But you had a good talk with Dylan. But you here for yourself, but you want to maintain your friendship. I don't know what the hell going on. Is she or is she not? Do she or do she not want to get to know this man? Good luck. Sincere says he misses Melanie a fuck ton. Well, if you miss her a fuck ton, you need to fall back on Amora. You need to start creating that distance as you head your way right on back to the villa. Bryce is thinking about Trinity and he is in reflection mode. And listen, this is where it was kind of like, now all that crying and stuff, I'm not believing them cock Asian tears. I'm not gonna hold you. I wasn't really believing them on him. But the words that he said was kind of like, nice. You laying it on thick with America, ain't you? But do you love Trinity? I refuse to believe that you do. I think he cares about her, yes. But he said that's how love goes, right? Da, 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 da. He just gave like this whole spiel, which pretty much talks about his feelings for Trinity. And knowing that she feels the same way, I said, damn, these niggas don't want the show. The show has been won. Your Love Island winners are Bryce and Trinity. So what y'all felt y'all did not get last year, maybe you could get it this year with actual winners, okay? Because they done, I'll be surprised if they did not win, okay? He says nothing's different or something like that, or nothing's more important or whatever than following your heart or something like that. So he following his heart back to the villa to get Trinity. And when I tell you he got America eating out his hand, seeing Trinity over there crying for him too, baby, they is tearing that porridge up. Do you hear me? They have won. Anaya and Carl, they're chatting. I like Carl. I don't know. I mean, unless Carl show himself to be something different, all the men are always sketch because we know they want to just be in the villa. But I like how Carl does not mind grabbing her face and giving her kisses and stuff. You know, I kind of like. He could stay around for another day. He has to stay around for at least 2 days after Casey gets back to the villa. He has to. It's got to happen. So make it happen, Captain. Melanie and Corey, they're talking. She doesn't know how she feels, right? She's been hearing a lot of people tell her that she deserves more. And she says she finally getting to a point where she might be done with sincere lies. Lies. She's lying. It was all lies, you guys. It was a bunch of lies, okay? So she thinks that Corey is amazing and he wants what's best for her. What do you want for yourself? I'm glad he thinks you think he's amazing. Okay. Kayda and Anaya are eavesdropping. Either way, I do kind of like Melanie relaxing into getting to know him. I like that. I like that she's not sincere. I love that she's not restricting herself anymore from getting to know somebody else. I'm liking that she's letting the guard down enough to get to know Corey. Is it too late? I don't know. But I feel like this, if you do think that is something you want to explore a little bit more, Melanie, because you did get a late start, I think you should keep him around. Now, when it comes to recoupling up, I know Melanie is thinking about who she wants in her bed. Chances are she wants sincere in her bed. In a perfect world, they will come back to each other. We will have to wait and see. So I don't know, it's up in the air. I feel like sincere may come back without somebody, but I feel like it's gonna go one or two ways. Either they both gonna come back to each other, or sincere gonna come back empty-handed and Melanie gonna be coupled up with Corey. But because he misses Melanie a fuck ton, and because Melanie really wants to lay in the bed with her man, she's going to be there to show and prove that I am here to stick beside you no matter what. Like I already told you that I would be, because that's just how I am. Okay. But that's all I got. This review is late, but you guys leave your thoughts and comments down below. I'm JamiThatsMe. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one, honey. Bye.